Thank you and good evening. And thank you for being here. Now, the first thing I like to do is read something. And most of us don't seem to understand this. This is Revelation chapter 21, 1. And this is the Revelator, St. John, who's saying all these things. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sun. And there was no more sun. Or sea. Now, do we get what this really means? In other words, what we have here today will not be here maybe by the end of next year or this year. It'll be gone. It'll be brand new. So stop worrying about trying to change the system. It cannot be done. It's not in the archives of life. It's right here. Now, I'm not reading this as some religious book. I'm reading this as a historical book. This is history of us. People who are interested in who I am, where am I going, is this my last, I was born, well, when I die, is that the end? No, these are questions that must be answered, and this is why we self-center are here. You want to take this? Thank you. Put it any place. I will repeat this over and over again till we get blue in the face. There was spring, there was summer, there was fall, and there was winter. And the spring is to sow or plant. And the summer is to bring the fruit about. And the fall is to harvest. That is to gather whatever we have planted, and that which we haven't planted or gather, such as apples or anything else, they fall and deteriorate. But we put them into a barn and store them for food to get through the awful season of winter. But if we read Deuteronomy, it says that when the time comes and we have spring, summer, autumn, not fall now, and at the end of autumn, it is not winter, but spring again, then we have the new system. How do we know that is the right way? How do we know that 3 months make a year? History repeats itself. A child is conceived at this moment. That's his or her inception, beginning of this time. And it takes 9 months for that child to be completed. not 12 months. That's how we know. 9 months. So let's stop worrying about the system. Let's stop thinking we can correct it. It's impossible. Impossible. Well, it will pass away. It will pass away. Now, if we become ready, and you people being here tonight make you a prime subject of wanting to be ready, then you have nothing to worry about. But if we're not ready, then we can get caught in a mob, as that poor guy was caught in that, what they call a Black Friday, when Walmart opened its door and the guard was trampled to death. We don't need that. We want to. So it is a cruel system in which we live. Winter is a cruel system. And someone who just passed away had a very baritone voice, used to say that between good and evil stands a warrior. Yes, you have to be a warrior. Without fighting, you cannot live. This is it. It's a struggle. We've been struggling right along. Now, why do we have to struggle? Because our bodies are not going to be fitted for the new heaven and earth. Now, we read in history that at one time in Alexandria, the city, that they had a big library there. And then all of a sudden somebody burnt it down. Why was it burnt down? This is all symbolic of letting us recognize about ourselves inside of us. Why was it burnt down? Why did it disappear? Because the winter season was entering. You got it? That's about 2,700 years ago. Yeah. Alexandria, in Egypt, right across Greece. Now look how cruel this system is. People have lost their homes. They've been foreclosed. Now these homes are on a auctioneer's block. And people rush there to buy these homes, fix them up, and resell them. Don't they have any conscience that this house belonged to married people with children and a pet, and finally, because of where the mortgage was, are forced to leave? Don't they have that kind of a conscience? Or is money so important to them? Well, let it be.